In this video, we're diving into TopStack versus DIY resume reviews in 2025. What you, as a founder or a job seeker, really need to know. Hey, it's Erin from Startup Wise, and if you've ever stared at your resume wondering, is this good enough? You're definitely not alone. Most people don't realize how much their resume matters until they've sent out the 50 applications and gotten 0 responses. That's where resume reviews come in. Either you do it yourself or you use a service like TopStack to guide you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how each approach works, the pros, the cons of both, and why, depending on your situation, one may be a much smarter choice. I'll also show you where to check out TopStack if you want to see it for yourself. What is a resume review? Before we compare TopStack versus DIY, let's quickly define what a resume review actually is. A resume review is simply the process of evaluating your resume to make sure it checks 3 main boxes. Number 1 is clarity. Does it clearly explain who you are and what you've done? Number 2, ATS optimization. Will it pass through an applicant tracking system filter? Number 3, persuasion. Does it make a hiring manager want to meet you? If your resume misses any one of these, you're at risk of being skipped over. That's why resume reviews matter. They help you spot gaps, fix weaknesses, and stand out in a crowded job market. DIY resume reviews explained simply. Let's start with the do-it-yourself option. DIY resume reviews means you're the one analyzing and fixing your resume. You look at job descriptions, highlight key skills, and try to align your resume with what employers are asking for. Most people approach it by searching online for resume templates and copying one that they like. They tweak their bullet points based on what they think sounds professional, and they may use a free ATS scanner, so applicant tracking system scanner, online to see how their resume would score. It sounds easy enough, right? But here's the challenge. Most people don't know what they don't know. You might write responsible for managing projects and think that sounds good, but a hiring manager might think, okay, but what did you actually achieve? Without those measurable results or those key industry words, your resume will definitely fall flat. DIY reviews can work if you're detail-oriented and willing to spend hours researching, but for many people, it turns into frustration, especially when those rejection emails keep coming. TopStack resume reviews. How they work now. Now let's look at the other side, TopStack. TopStack is a professional resume service that combines AI technology with human resume writers. Here is the process. Number 1, you upload your resume into their platform. Number 2, their AI scans it for key optimization, grammar, and formatting. Number 3, a professional writer reviews it, rewriting sections to highlight results and align with your target roles. Number 4, they can also help with cover letters, LinkedIn profiles, and even career coaching. The big difference here is expertise. So instead of guessing, you get direct input from people who know exactly how recruiters and hiring systems think. And the AI isn't just a spell checker. It analyzes your resume against actual job postings to see what you're missing. Let's break this down into plain English. With DIY, the biggest advantage is cost. It's basically free unless you pay for a template or an online ATS scan. You're in full control of your resume, and if you're the kind of person who loves tweaking wording until it is absolutely perfect, you might actually enjoy it. But here is the downside. It eats up a lot of time. And unless you've been a recruiter before, you might not even know what to look for. And it's kind of like fixing your own car. Like, you can do it, but if you don't have the right tools or the experience, you'll probably miss something that's important. With TopStack, you're paying for that speed and expertise. So instead of spending weeks second guessing, you can hand it off to professionals who know exactly how resumes get screened and what makes them pop. That means fewer wasted applications, fewer black hole submissions, and a higher chance of getting interviews. The trade-off is it is not free. You'll pay for the service, but you're really buying back your time and increasing your odds of landing the role that you really want. So the real head-to-head isn't just free versus paid, it's time versus results. And if you've got endless time to experiment, DIY might be fine. If you'd rather skip the trial and error, TopStack gives you this shortcut. Why this matters to founders. Now let's talk specifically to founders, because the title of this video is what founders should know. If you're running a startup, your time is your most valuable asset. Every hour you spend rewriting your resume is an hour you're not pitching, selling, or building your product. That's why outsourcing this to experts can actually be a smarter business decision. It's the same logic as outsourcing bookkeeping or legal filings. You could do it yourself, but it's probably not the best use of your energy. Plus, most founders often need resumes for things beyond jobs. Accelerator applications, grant funding, or investor decks sometimes require your professional background in resume form. Having a polished, optimized version ready to go makes you look more credible. All right, now that you understand both sides, let's get into something practical: pricing. Because at the end of the day, this is what helps you decide if TopStack is actually worth it. Quick heads up, if you want to follow along or grab the same deal, open TopStack in another tab or use the link in the description. That way you can check today's pricing as I walk through it. So once you click the link in the description, it'll bring you to TopStack Resume's website. As you can see, from job seeker to job winner, their personal recruiting drives job search success. So they focus on your career goals so you can get a personal recruiter. Their services encompass all aspects of the entire job search process. So they go over career strategy, personal branding, job sourcing, they rewrite your resume, they write your cover letter, also LinkedIn profile updates with a lot of employers being on LinkedIn now, job board profiles, targeted job applications, so jobs that might be the best fit for you, and a targeted follow-up, networking, which is super important because it's definitely who you know nowadays, and interview preparation. So, even though you can land an interview, you also want to make sure you do well during the interview, and offer negotiation. This is definitely going to be a big hack if you want to negotiate your offer in the future. So this is the best part of the page. So you use the calculator below to estimate your pre-tax savings below on various potential outcomes. So you can calculate your salary and increase in salary and time saved to get hired. Okay, so here's an example. Let's say you make $310,000 annually, and your increase in salary is 18% since using TopStack, and the time saved to get hired is 2 months. Your savings in the first year is $107,467, and your annual savings thereafter is $55,800. All right, so here's exactly how TopStack's pricing works in 2025. At the most entry level, you get the basic package, essentially email communication, and a US-based resume writer, and it comes with a professional resume. You also have a standard package, so they provide a professional resume and a cover letter. And so the standard package is going to be $249, and the professional package is the most popular. It's $329. Comes with a professional resume, a cover letter, a LinkedIn profile, which is big. You get a 60-day interview guarantee, which is really great considering how difficult it is right now in the job market. You get their most experienced writers, phone and email communication, and a US-based resume writer. So this is where one of their writers actually takes your resume and reworks it, tightening up your wording, highlighting your results, and making it way more compelling to hiring managers. And finally, at the top, you've got the personal recruiter package. This is for people who want more than just a document. They want coaching. You get everything from the previous tiers plus one-on-one support from a recruiter who helps you with application, strategy, and interview preparation. They also help you negotiate your offer. So let's say you do land an offer, but it's not the salary you prefer, you can get tips on negotiating, and this can help with future job offers in the future because you don't only have to settle for your first offer. Why does pricing matter here? Because this isn't just about spending money, it's an investment to your future. Think about it, if you land a job $10,000 higher in salary because your resume actually got noticed, that makes the cost of these packages look tiny in comparison. When DIY still makes sense. To be fair, DIY does still have a place. If you're early in your career applying to entry-level roles or just experimenting with a career change, you might not need a full professional rewrite yet. A DIY review using free ATS scanners could be enough to land interviews. Or if you're someone who actually enjoys writing and can spot weak points in your resume yourself, DIY might work fine. But for most people, especially busy professionals or founders, time is money, and TopStack becomes the smarter choice. So when it comes to TopStack versus DIY resume reviews in 2025, here's the takeaway. DIY works if you're on a tiny budget and have the time to research and tweak, but if you want speed, expertise, and a higher chance of landing interviews, TopStack is the clear choice. If you want to try TopStack for yourself, check out the link below, startupwise.com/TopStackResume. And just a quick note, some of the links I share are affiliate links, which means if you sign up, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. That support helps me keep making free videos like this for founders and for job seekers. This is Erin from StartupWise. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and let me know in the comments, are you more of a DIY type, or do you think outsourcing to TopStack makes more sense for you? I'll see you guys in the next video.